बीज साहब आ रहे हैं। हाँ, आप किधर रहेंगे ना अभी मीटिंग में?
अक्टूबर 25 को रहूँगा।
हाँ तो
जिस
मीटिंग,
दिन जाएगा उस दिन जाओ सर।
अच्छा तो मीटिंग में आप आना।
जो ऑर्डर करेंगे सर।
यस सर।
एक है हेल इटला।
हेल इतना
ये सब कहाँ है? कानपुर में
वहीं रहेंगे।
आ रहे हैं, आए नहीं।
आएंगे 22 को पहुँचेंगे
चंद्रशेखर भाई को
पक्का। हाँ चंद्रशेखर जी आ रहे हैं।
और कोई किलो ऋषिकेश 24 को आएंगे, 25 को इधर आ रहे हैं।
हरि ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिहन्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयम् द्रष्टा दर्शनदेशः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञात्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दसाम्बरे वनो सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणा गुरवे नमः। वसिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शुद्ध ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योगवशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। Now this bird was singing and I was also chanting. What is the difference? Why is the difference?
Is there a difference, Master?
Of course, is there any difference? If there is, then in what sense, in what way? If there is no difference, then in what way?
No, Doctor, only difference is you don't understand what word.
Who doesn't understand?
Anybody?
You don't understand.
Do the God understand our prayer?
Word language.
So God understand our language.
I don't
See
know.
from different side.
I don't know.
Find out. Think about it.
Yeah, this is the thing.
What is the language? What is the sound? What is the
What
sound?
is sound, what is language,
Just to
and
understand.
we have discussed it several times, not once. See, we find some difference because our mind is unable to understand that sound, and the mind of the bird is unable, maybe unable to understand our sound. But yet there is some similarity and some dissimilarity. So what is dissimilarities and why it is? The dissimilarity is its sound, the frequency, the tone, everything, there is a difference. And why it is so? Most important question, why it is so?
Intent.
Intensity,
No, your intention.
intention, intention. maybe.
Because
Maybe.
the different system is made to, and that
Correct. Different system. For example, if that rubber thumping, they put in the trucks, carriers, and in small cars, ping, ping, and in cycle, tin tin, tin tin, and in the scooters, every sound differs. Why? Of course, sound is same. Sound is same. It differs because of its frequency or intensity or intensity differs. But why difference is there? Because there is the structural form from which the sound comes out is differently made. Isn't it? So our vocal cords are different from the vocal cord of the birds. And everyone, everyone differs. Everyone.
Swamiji, I'm in love with you.
Yes.
You told me something. I go, I'm angry with you. I go, Same you got different meaning.
Yes. Everything love.
Hold on.
Motive also changes the intensity, direction, and its frequency. Everything is changed.
So if you're a baby, a small baby, does not understand any language. You look with loving eyes, you look angry, immediately reacts.
Yes. They are more reactive.
More
Reactive. They are more perceptive. Because they have to learn with wholehearted, full attention and eagerness. That's why the eyes of the children, they never stop, never close very often as ours.
blinking, no blinking.
Yes. They observe everything so attentively, more receptive. That's why the difference is. The vocal cord is different.
So there is a technique, you can understand God language.
Yes, why not? Not only words, every language.
Every language.
Every language you can understand. There is not one technique. Many techniques are there. The best technique to be one with it. To be one with it. If you can be one with the bird, you can understand bird's language. If you can be one with the other animals, you can understand it. And how to be one with it? See, the process is you have to look at it and forget everything and think of it, and then slowly you enter into its personality or its makeup, and then you understand how it thinks, how it reacts, how it understands everything. That we can start with some children. Just look at the child, how he acts, how he plays, in what condition he utters some words, to whom, in what motive. Go on observing. Hide somewhere and go on observing. Anything you observe with the formula is, anything you observe with attention, you forget other objects and you become one with it.
Ayatanavan bhavati.
Ayatanavan
You become that one.
And same is the formula in Raj Yoga.
Samyam.
Sanyam. That is the formula. If you do Sanyam,
Ram is asking to Vashistha,
yes.
how do you talk to that beautiful girl in the sky?
In the sky, made up of sky. The ingredients are of sky, and there is a world made up by sky. Only one element, sky, is there, and beings are there, and Vashistha goes there to see that universe, and everything is made up of only one element, sky. And Ramji is asking, how did you manage to talk with the sky people in sky language? Then Vashistha ji explains, see, if you can talk to another human being, you are a human being, you can talk to another human being. Study, analyze, investigate. How you are able to communicate? What is the similarity? That's why because of which you can communicate. When there will be the similarity in frequencies of thought and voice, sound, there will be similarity, then each one will understand each other.
So
That
our frequency match.
frequency.
Oh, the sky is full of so many frequencies. All the television, radio, microphone.
No, in that, you see, similarity cannot happen, but somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. If you can become subtle like sky, then you can understand everything in the sky going on. Whatever is going on, you can understand. And that is based on the basic principle. Another way, how to communicate. How to communicate. If you can communicate with the satellite, you can then talk with any person in America or Australia or Japan by your mobile phone. You have to communicate with the source first, where from everybody has taken their origin. If you can be able to communicate with the source, then anywhere you can go and do anything you like. Not only with the sky, with the fire world, airy world, watery world. Because we are so gross, we are dealing in gross world, and yet there is so much difference. Gross animals and human beings are different from each other. Birds cannot have understanding of the animals. Animals cannot understand the language of the insects. So much. But there is some language which communicates everyone. That is subtle and which can communicate with the mind to mind, intellect to intellect, and impression to impression. Then you can talk, you can understand, you can communicate with any being in any form. That is the trick. There are several tricks. The best trick applied by Vashistha ji is first communicate with the source and then come out. Come out wherever you go, you can be one with it. That is the simple principle. And
child is crying.
yes,
Mother understands.
Mother,
But father does not what is happening between them.
yes, mother understands because mother's mind and child's mind are
Correct.
made by same elements.
But sometimes,
When the
ego comes up.
ego and bodily structure, when it grows, it accumulates different things, and in 12 years, the whole body system changes 100% in 12 years. That's why we have a 12 years period, yuga, 12 years period. The whole body changes, all the cells, all the blood, bone, everything will be changed. That's why Lord Jagannath
changes your body.
changes his body in 12 years.
Kumbh Mela also after 12 years.
12 years. That is a period naturally fixed up. It recycles into a 12 years.
Yeah, but sadhaks also, they say 12 years you should stay in one place.
Yes.
One sadhana, 12
Yes,
years.
then you get siddhi, silence for 12 years. So everything.
साइलेंट ऐसे नहीं होता सर ऐसे होता
This is smoking. This is silence.
भाई साहब समझ गए इसको ये समझ गए इतना कोशिश करे समझ गए नहीं समझ पाए कहाँ से आए
मैं तो लाटा से
कुछ बोलना है? हैं?
पहचान है मुझे चंद्र सिंह
हाँ जी।
सारी से लाटा है
जी।
नहीं मैं बैठा हूँ अभी
अभी बात नहीं
एक
करना।
घंटा
मैं बैठा हूँ
धीरज है तो इधर बैठो, धीरज नहीं है
मैं तब
तो-
बात करूँगा
हाँ,
एक आदमी के
हाँ।
मैं आया आज सपने में देखा मैं
जी, जी। तो हमारा जो बात था, we have left, where did we leave the subject? What was the subject yesterday?
सब्जेक्ट नहीं थे पर टॉपिक
Topic.
Ego.
Ego. Yes. We are discussing about ego, how the ego is so multiple, how it works in a multiple way, how it appears in multiple way, and how it becomes one with everyone, everything. And why? How we have seen? Why? Because it has the tendency to be many, and it has the capacity to become many and to be one with the many. It has been started from the very beginning. I am, and let me be many. I am, that is the ego. The moment ego starts, then thought process starts, then the I is created, the limited form is created, and that is called the universal form, or Virat, we say, the greatest one, Virat. Hiranyagarbha we say, and we say the Brahma, the creator.
दैट इको इज कॉल्ड महत
Mahat, Virat, Mahat is
बिग ईगो
Mahat, the biggest ego, the primordial ego, where from all other egos are created afterwards. Why? How? Because it wanted to become many. Just as we cut one piece of potato into 10 pieces, so that is all the ingredients, all the structural or composition you will get in the smallest particle also. That's how whatever you find in the universe, it is found in the smallest atom. Why? Because it is part and parcel of the whole universe. That's why.
तथा ब्रह्मांड तथा पिंडांड
This is why. And this is how. This is why the ego becomes many, and it identifies with everything. Everything. The moment you look at the object, any object, because it is once one with you, so it has got relation with you. So to love it and to have one with unity with it, So you get association with it, attachment with it, possession over it. All these happens because the DNA from the very beginning has started with that tendency. That's why it has
So
to.
the scientists have found out the picture of the whole universe and the picture of the leaf, and they are networking.
Yes, yes, yes.
The same thing
They are
with our
same.
brain,
same.
brain cells. All of them are same.
Yes.
Same picture.
Yes. Everywhere same thing. Everywhere, NASA people have given in the internet, we have seen so many times. Whatever the structure found in the atom, the same in the whole universe. They have magnified everything and
Minimized.
minimized everything and so on. So this is the secret. Secret they don't know. They only know the situation. Why and how and when and up to how much time. Nothing they can say. Because they don't want to go to the subtle world. They remain in the gross world. So ego works like this. The nature of ego is nature of the nature. Nature and ego, they are not different in one way. Of course, they are different in other way. From basic point of view, they are not different. Ego is nature. And nature is ego. The ego of the absolute is called nature or the world. I am. Everywhere that I-ness or the feeling of some identity is there, even if it is lively or inert. We have made it lively or inert, living beings or inert beings, because we grossly don't see the life in the inert beings. Grossly we don't see. But
समझो
life
शिला पर क्षण कितना महीना चला, क्या क्या दिखाई पड़ा अंदर।
और
तो हमारा जो कहावत है, कंकर कंकर में शंकर है, वो तो बोला।
That's how we worship every stone in this Ganges. And that's why this Hindu philosophy, Sanatana philosophy, Indian philosophy, worships everything with closed eyes, blindly. We, in modern language, in modern society, we say blind faith. This blindness leads us to open our eyes. This blindness opens our eyes. So now, our point was this pain and pleasure, the sufferings and the problems of the world, changeful phenomena and birth, death and old age, etc. All these never touch the
Untouchable.
untouchable, unknowable self. But if it is known, then it will touch. So we came to analyze how many bodies are there, the causal body, then grosser is mental body or subtle body, or still grosser is the physical body, and 5 seeds are there. So how those seeds are related with the body, how the body, one body is enveloped by the other lesser body, and how they are attached to each other, how they are close to each other, attached to each other, and related and tied up, and how this tie will be untied. That is also we have seen last yesterday, how vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva sansaya, and nasyante sarva karmani tasmin dikte parabare. Vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva sansaya chiyante jasya karmani. How the whole system is burnt up when you see, when you realize the absolute truth. All the karma is burnt up. We discussed yesterday cause and effect theory and perception, the action has reaction, how the reaction will be always related, and it will be according to the intensity of the action. And what is the relation between, of course we didn't discuss so much, action and reaction, cause and effect, and why these gross things will not, these sufferings or problems will not touch the subtler selves, because they are in a different frequency or different state of existence, so they cannot touch, they cannot influence the things or objects or the situation which is not similar to them. Suffering or enjoyments, if they are not in a similar, parallel level of existence, then they will not affect each other. Just as many people died in America because of some forest fire and some disaster, some calamity. We are not affected. Tsunami came in Japan. We are not affected. Why? There is no nearness, there is no attachment, there is no relation. That's why we are not so much related. But when something happened in Bengal or in Odisha or still nearer, something happened in Kedarnath, we were so much perturbed. And still nearer, 2 years ago, what happened to this region? How we are day and night, we are engaged in supplying all the needs of the people.
So 2 years, 3 years, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So because of nearness, we are more attached.
So suppose in America, my brother is there.
Then we will be much concerned. And if
इससे ज़्यादा होने पर भी nearness है.
yes, relationship and nearness physically. If some aeroplane is hijacked and my brother was going somewhere to America, then I will be much concerned whether the plane which my brother was using was hijacked or some other plane. Yes, Mataji.
In America, they sometimes say employment is 5%, unemployment is 5%, unemployment is 5%. but if I'm unemployed, it's 100%.
Good example.
Beautiful example.
This is the ego. I'm affected.
And it is influenced by nearness or relationships. That is, in other word, attachment. And that is, in other word, we can say our transaction, our concern with it. So this is how influence is understood. How the one object influences the other object, whether it is gross or subtle, whether it is in human beings or in other animals or in the vegetation world or in other world. Everything, the natural law is similar. Everywhere it is applicable. So on this theory, on this basic principle, the astrology also is made. Astrology, how the heavenly bodies, they influence our life, and in different time, in different situations, how we are influenced by them, how it changes, and one influence is influenced by another influence. Suppose you are doing some good to me and he is doing some bad to me, then there will be balance, there will be some balance. So in this way the whole world is related with each other, and the relative world goes on in this way. The inner world works like this. The inner government, there is no inner government somewhere above. We have made it is the inner subtler government is not somewhere above somewhere. Never. We have made it just as our democratic government. Everybody get together, that nature is made, or nature divided into different objects, then differentiation is seen. So it is one and the same. When we have cut a potato into 12 parts and again we join it, then it becomes one. When we separate it, it is 12. Similarly, the nature is there in us, and I is the nature. There is no difference. Nature is built up by everyone, and all the natural laws are there hidden in a person. This also coincides with the law. Whatever is found in the universe is there in the single body and in the atom also. Similar theory. Nature is there in you. You are in nature. So if you can understand yourself, you can understand the nature. If you can understand yourself, you can understand the nature. And why we don't understand ourselves, and why we are always extrovert, why we understand others, not us, why it is so? This is a very, very mysterious secret. Why always one is extrovert, not introvert? The theory is From the very beginning itself, you see, when you start from your house, you wanted to go to, say, Gangotri, your intention was to reach Gangotri. So whatever you do in the way, it will be directed by that intention. Whatever you do, wherever you go, your directions, your activities will be influenced or directed by the idea or the target or the intention to reach Gangotri. So, similarly, we have started from the very source. So whatever was there in the source in the beginning, the tendency, the intensity or the intention, it continues, it influences the whole universe. So what was the intention? Let me see as many. I am, let me see you.
Let me be many.
Let me be many. Eko ham bhautyama. I am one, let me be many. That many, one becomes many. That tendency, that intention, that motive is never to be died off. It has to continue. That is our DNA. That's why everyone wants to marry and produce the children. And we have the tradition. Blindly we follow the tradition. Isn't it? We don't. And our nature is to do that. Nature, nobody can get out of it. As long as the mind is there, all these qualities, lust, anger, greed, negative and positive qualities, mercy towards others. Why mercy? Because we have relationship, hidden relationship, unknown relationship. That's why we are merciful to others. Because we have connectivity, we have some relation with everyone. That's why we feel mercy, we feel pity on others. That is a natural quality. The positive and negative qualities are born because of relationship and because of whole totality. We are concerned with the whole totality. So what happens? That nature, that tendency, it continues everywhere. So you will get the same nature which is found outside. So why extrovert? Why extrovert? When you become many, what happens? Can you see yourself as many internally? Never you can. Only when you come out, then you see manyness. Why? This is a circle and the central point is the black dot, that is center. When this one dot center wants to multiply, it has to go in some direction. It has to. How many? When it goes out and out and out, it can multiply. When it remains steady in its center, it cannot multiply. isn't it? And then the barrier or demarcating lines are formed. That is, limitations are formed when it goes out and out. And that out and in is understood when there are demarcating lines or boundaries or limiting lines. Then only we can understand what is in and out. The moment you give up your center, origin, then you have to create. You are bound to create limitations. Then change is possible. Then multiplication is possible. That is called extrovertness. Because you have already created some limitations. So, in and out is relatively understood. Backward, if you go, it is inward. And if you go forward, it is extrovert. You are going out. So limitation, limiting, demarcating lines are formed. You give up one and advance forward. That is called extrovertness. That's why, because we forget the center, origin, that's why the nature of everyone is to become extrovert. Nobody can help it. It is nature. It is nature. Inwardness or invertness we have to make, and thereby we can find out our origin, center, or heart, or the source of everything that is always steady, and there is no inner out. And the moment we give up it, we have left it, then helplessly we make boundaries, and then in and out we are bound to go out, making demarcating lines, and thereby extrovert, we become extrovert. That is the law of nature. Nobody can help it. Only if you remember the origin, the source, the causeless cause, the absolute, then only you can become introvert, or else no way. That is nature. Nature means changing phenomena, and that is extrovertness. And you have your own nature. That is why the nature is to become extrovert.
So psychology, introvert is a negative quality. In future life, introvert is a good quality.
Yes. In psychology,
That man is introvert, whether is a negative, depressed.
yes. That should be understood. Introvert means it is negatively introvert. It never goes to real source. It clings to something what has happened, and its impressions are inwardly saved. That is why it becomes mad-like or depressive. Psychologically, it never goes to the source. It wrinkles. It
around the bush.
clings to
Outer juice.
some happenings, some impressions created by unwanted situations, and they are inwardly saved. And in those rings, it is
Going down.
going down and down. That is called, it is unable to come out of it. That is called psychologically negative factor, becoming introvert. If you come out, manyness is there, your your relationship, your transaction becomes divided by many objects. So naturally, that depression is cured. That is not the real cure. Why? You see, generally, why they psychologically, why they treat in that way to make you extrovert. You see, we are extrovert. In the very beginning, from time immemorial, we were introvert in Satyayuga. There was no activity, no need, no desires, so everybody used to sit and meditate. Slowly, because of desires, because of changes in the nature, we become extrovert, and now we have modern life. Everything is extrovert, and everything we think to get some comfort from external objects. So it goes on, of course. Now the source was something else. From there we have come in this way, and then again had a turn back and centralized in some particular few impressions. That is called depression. So the psychologist, they have to bring back you to your own position. That is, in their language, you should be extrovert. Understood now? Psychology is nothing. If you think seriously, you understand every psychology, philosophy, everything, science, everything, you can understand when your mind becomes little calm and quiet. That is the key. That is the key. Now, our point was what was our point? Of course. But we were discussing how we are influenced by external objects, and what is the way to become introvert, and going backward to this course, and why, how it is nature of everyone. And when we go to the source, we find out that absolute truth, or become one with it, or we forget all this extrovertness, this words, or this the manyness. We become one with oneness, unity. Then all our karma is burnt off. Karma is burnt off. And the question was yesterday, if this is the purpose, to stop the mind and not to become extrovert, and if the purpose is to stop the mind and enter into a standstill position, that can be achieved by Raj Yoga also. Stop the mind technically, he has given us techniques, and we can do it. There is no need of understanding or इसको There is no need of going to all these source, knowing about the truth and meditating on truth. Why? Technically we can stop the activities of the mind and we can get everything. Why to come to your path? There is no world. We feel the world. We have a mind and we can stop the mind by technical way. Why to go?
That will not help you.
Huh?
For time being, the pain killer only. But this is the only real.
So the question was asked. Now answer will be given. यदि ऐसी बात है तो चित्त निरोध रूप योग से ही जीव की चैत्य पदार्थों की और प्रवणता रोकी जा सकती है। फिर उसके लिए ज्ञानार्थ प्रयास की क्या आवश्यकता है? Why should you come to your knowledge path? We can do it by yogic path. चैत्य का ज्ञान से समूल विनाश किए बिना जीव का दृश्य पदार्थों से क्रिया करता नहीं रोका जा सकता। भला बतलाए तो ज्ञान के बिना दृश्य जगत का उच्छेद ही कैसे हो सकता है? भाव यह है कि ज्ञान के बिना पूर्वोक्त ब्रह्म स्वरूप समाधि नहीं होती। Now we come to the subject topic on samadhi. If we remember all these processes we have discussed, then we can understand how many kinds of samadhi, what is the way to samadhi, what is the process, and what is the technique to have samadhi. All this, whatever we have discussed, it should not be forgotten. They give you a basic understanding, thorough understanding about samadhi. We are going in a process, discussing everything in a process. So now he says, the answer is, of course you can stop your mind for a time being, but he says it is not sufficient. It is not enough, because the mind means, now we are discussing, mind means nature, mind means multiplicity, mind means activities, mind means restlessness. If the restlessness is stopped for a moment, then that momentum is not destroyed. So that momentum again will give you the restlessness state. Restless state. See, for example, you are driving a car with say 150 kilometers speed, 200 kilometers speed, and all of a sudden something happened and you put the brake. Okay, of course for the time being the car will stop there, and if you lose the brake, then what happens? Without starting, it will be move on. Or you are coming in a speed, in a plane ground, and then starts your looping down. And even if you stop the engine, it will move on because of your previous momentum. It will go on. Maybe in long run it will stop somewhere, somehow. But for some time it has to move on. So many other examples also we can give. Just like a
like a material dam and a river.
yes,
The river is not joining the ocean.
yes,
Vedanta is a river becoming the ocean.
yes. And if there is some embankment, you have stopped the flow of the water. Where will it go? How long you can stop? It has to be channelized. It has to be used for irrigation or some other thing. And then again it has to come to somehow or other, it has to go to the source. See, there is a formula.
Swami is stopping the mind means stopping thinking, any type of thinking.
Yes, yes. Stopping the thought process means activities of mind and vibration of mind. But that the momentum is there hidden in Chitta. Chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta, subconscious mind, when it activates, it becomes mind. But those sanskaras are stopped for some time.
चित्त निरोध वृत्ति निरोध
वृत्ति निरोध.
वृत्ति निरोध नहीं होता
चित्त तो निरोध नहीं है, चित्त तो रहेगा.
में क्या होता है मनोनाश होता
वृत्ति निरोध. The activity is stopped.
for time being.
But not the activating activating machine is not destroyed. Say the generator we have stopped, but that generating power is there still. If we start again, it will again work. That capacity is not destroyed. Yes.
Don't we have to try to make samadhi overpower restlessness?
Samadhi of?
Samadhi overpower restlessness so that the habit becomes silence, not restlessness.
Yes, that is to be understood thoroughly. How to do, why to do, with what motive you have to do, what will be the tendency with what you are doing. Everything, it is very subtle matter. See.